Hello and welcome back to another episode of
Tube Talk.
Tube Talk. How's it going, Albert?
Well, better, but we had a couple of mess-ups
We did mess up last week. I was just going to
last
mention
week.
it feels kind of weird calling you Albert and you're just like, Dad. Anyway.
We recorded it and it was a brilliant one, and then I deleted it in
Accidentally.
the error.
And then due to both of our schedules kind of
Yeah.
clashing, we were unable to film it again.
Yeah, because I had to take off for the race at Hawke's Bay, and then we swore a lot. I did. You didn't. You were good.
I was calm and collected.
So
It's
but
okay,
we're
though.
back this week.
Back and better than
and
ever.
I think we've sorted out our technical issues of the last,
I
couple
hope
of
so.
weeks.
I'd hate to do this again. To be honest, our last video started off with us not turning the phone onto airplane mode, which we usually use to stop texts coming through halfway through, so it was a bad omen.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So you told me we were going to discuss politics and economics.
jokingly,
Oh, we're not.
this is a racing channel.
Right.
If you weren't aware, just
Right.
making you aware. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So
Yes.
this week we shall start off on Saturday. It is Diamond Stakes Day, and there are 3 Group 1s on that day. But before we get into the horses that we have in the races that day, we need to address the question on weather. Just the weather.
Oh, yes, the elephant in the room, weather. Weather. Yeah, so it is one of the biggest days of racing on the calendar in the year. Big issue is what the weather's going to do. It's been, we're filming this on Thursday afternoon, and it was
Dead
very
fire
wet
day.
Tuesday. Sorry?
It's a dead 5 at the moment.
The track's a dead 5 at the moment, which is remarkable, but we've probably, while it's been very wet in the north, Auckland City itself has probably missed a lot of it. It was very wet Tuesday night, Wednesday. It was a bit wet.
Not today, but yeah, yesterday.
But since sort of Wednesday afternoon, it's been fine. And I mean, Thursday, since last night and today, we've had no rain. It's actually been quite warm and windy. So the track's come back to a dead 5. There is a lot of rain due. If the rain doesn't come, the track's going to be pretty much good 3 on Saturday. Perfect. But it appears the rain will come. And it just depends on how wet it gets. If it becomes a heavy 10, everything becomes a lottery, really. Summer horses racing on wet tracks, there'll be a lot of scratchings. It'll be, all form will pretty much go out the window. So we don't want that. We'd really like it to be sort of a good to dead track. But it's out of our hands, and we'll see what happens. I mean, we might have a couple of scratchings, but we'll certainly have a couple of runners. So anyway, let's whip into it.
Let's into it. Okay. First up, we'll go in, I don't know if it's the correct term, chronological race order.
That is correct, chronological order and order of time.
Yes. We've got Water Diva
Chronology.
in race. Dad,
Chronology. Yeah.
would you like to finish?
Go.
Okay.
Start.
We've got Water Diva in race 3, who is a last start winner, and I'm very sorry for the speed, but she's in the rating 75 2100.
Worth $50,000. So it's minimum $50,000 on this Saturday, which is great. Last start winner in very good form, probably the form of her life. Last 4 starts, she's had 2 wins. She's run 5th in the Dunstan Stars final and 4th in a Karaka Stayers Open Handicap. So she won in rating 75 grade last start. She goes up 2.5 kilos in weight for that. She's drawn out a little bit. Michael Coleman will ride her. We suspect she might get away with like a slow 7. We suspect she won't like it worse than that, but we've never actually raced it on a slow track before. So we can't say for sure she won't handle it, but just the type of horse she is and the way she races and things, we think she's going to want it reasonable. So she's probably a danger of being scratched, a danger. If she races and if the track conditions are suitable, she's an excellent chance. As I say, same grade in the form of her life, going well. Michael Coleman stays in the saddle. And I think, and she raced well at Ellerslie, her last 2 starts there. Is a good chance. On a wet track, we just don't know.
Mm-hmm. And we've got Prince Mambo in race 5, which is the racing 85 mile, and he won his last 2 races.
He has won his last 2. He was on his last chance in 2 starts ago he came out and won, and then the next start he showed it wasn't a fluke. He backed it up with a 4.5 length win, which was very impressive. And the thing about last start is it was on a slow 8 track, so it was wet, and we didn't know whether we'd handle it, but we ran him, and he did handle it. Now, Ellerslie is different. His form is far better left hand than right hand. He's unplaced at Ellerslie in all of his life. But the field's falling away a bit. It's down, I think, to a 10-horse field as of Thursday afternoon, and it looks like there will be at least one other and maybe 2 other scratching, so it could be like down to an 8-horse field. And if it's wet, who knows, may even be smaller. Doesn't look to be a lot of speed in the race. He has led and won his last 2 starts, but wasn't necessarily our intention to lead. Our intention was just to be handy with him. So he doesn't have to lead. He probably will end up in front looking at the field. And look, if he runs up to his last 2 starts, he's got to be a big chance. Got to be a big chance. Question mark is if it gets a bog, and the question mark is his form at Ellerslie, but in great form and appears to handle a wet track.
There we go. And
Lisa Allpress sticks with him, who won on the last start. That's all I'll say.
any other notes?
No,
Last
I know
chance.
you hate that. No.
I don't hate it, I just get a little bit because I try and start, then you start, and then we're all
And I play a little game. I pretend I'm just about finished, and then I launch.
It's okay though. And we've got Has a Halo, who is going to be in the Sistema Stakes, which is race 7.
Yeah, the Group 1, so really, really big day for her. Should have won the Cracker Million. With half a barrow draw she would have. She's a very smart filly. Her work has been excellent. She's got barrier 3, so I think she'll sit handier than she has in her previous starts on Saturday. Danielle Johnson in the saddle. We've gone for New Zealand's leading rider to ride her. The only question mark I have is track conditions. Just don't know how she'll handle it wet. On a good to dead track, I think she is an excellent, very good, very good winning chance. On a wet track, if she handles it, she's a great chance. If she doesn't, could be if she doesn't, she won't handle it, and it'll depend on how the others handle it on the day. So the weather will really affect her, but she'll run almost regardless. It's a Group 1, she's in form, and we don't know if she'll handle wet or not, so she'll run almost regardless. And if with conditions to suit, very hard to beat. Mm-hmm. Summer Passage will be the favourite and the horse to beat, but I think she's every bit as good as him, if not better. There you go. Let's see if I'm right.
Anything else you'd like to say?
No.
I think we're going to start doing every horse.
We're good.
Okay. And then finally, in race 10, not final horse, but final horse for Ellerslie. In race 10, we have got Demelza in the rating 65 mile.
Now, here's a horse that I think has found form and I think will handle it wet. She's found form. She won very well 2 starts ago. Her last start, she just got a bit too far back and ran home very well for 5th and was making great ground. I think that she's won a trial on a slow 9 and won it nicely, and that augurs well for her. I don't know how she'd handle a real bog if it was a heavy 11 and an absolute bog, and I think if it got to that stage, we may scratch. But if it's in the slow range, I think she'll handle it. She's got a wide draw. She'll probably just posse up wherever she's happy, and I think she'll be finishing off very strongly. I think she's she's taken a while to get there, but I think she's a pretty smart horse, and I think we'll be talking about her in sort of 12 months' time as being a Cups horse.
Mm-hmm. And our final horse for the...
Michael Coleman rides. No, he doesn't. Danielle Johnson rides.
I'm not even going to comment.
My apologies. Michael Coleman rode her last start. Danielle Johnson rides.
I'm not going to comment. Sunday in Singapore, race 4 at 7:10 p.m. I believe. We have got Holy Grail.
Yes, Holy Grail on a new campaign. His first campaign was a bit of a miss. He drew wide, got back, and things just didn't quite go his way. But he's a horse that's going to get over ground, and we're going to get him over ground this campaign. He's had 2 trials leading in. Both trials have been excellent, have been very good. So we're really happy with him. He's going 1,400 metres on the long course turf, which will suit him better than a sprint. He has drawn barrier 10 of 11, which isn't ideal because it means he's just going to have to find his feet, go back, and be finishing on strongly. It's a pretty good, a field with quite a bit of form. It's an initiation $65,000 maiden. But if he, as long as he's building and hitting the line, we're going to be pretty happy going forward with him to his next few starts. You know, we're going to be pretty happy. So we just want to see him relax and hit the line well.
Mm-hmm. And, sorry, I just hit the table there. We have, I'm just reading this all wrong. Finally, last thing to say, it's our bet of the week, which is, can I have a drum roll, please? Regal Winks at Egmont on Saturday, race 1.
I think it's a super bet. She's a filly by Rip Van Winkle, who is out of, I think it's by Rip Van Winkle, pretty sure it is. Anyway, she's out of a mare, which is from that great Lucia Valentina, Silky Red Box, and Mighty Solomon family. She was very good on debut. I think she'll handle a step up to rating 65 grade easily. She's got a really good turn of foot. It's a small field. I think she just wins. I think if you get $3 on them fixed odds, you just put as much as you can on. I think she's a very smart horse all the way through. And very hard to beat.
There we go.
There you have it. Bet of the week.
Are you sure there's no final comments on it?
No final comments.
Okay. That was your last chance.
My last chance, no final comments.
Okay. So,
We shall see everybody
next week.
next week.
Goodbye.
Thanks, safe. Bye.